thank you for your patience. Let me make sure that we have good sound over here. Alrighty, let's try this again. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma. Let's do your reading for the week of June 15th through, I don't know, just like next week. So June 15th reading for Libra. Let's take a look. I'm redoing this because those of you that were on here didn't catch the sound on YouTube. So for those of you on the other social media platforms, come onto YouTube and you can actually see the picture-in-picture and see the cards as they are in play. So let's take a look and see what's going on for Libra right here. First thing that comes up is Seven of Coins. So Seven of Coins usually references something having to do with a move, a transfer, moving or shifting energy. You do have a bunch of cards that are in play that look like a lot having to do with tension and stress. We have the Ten of Wands, which is all about anxiety, stress, overwhelm, a lot of things coming from different directions. I also see the Six of Wands, which is victory. You do have the Ten of Swords, which is overcommitment, feeling like you're a little bottled up. You have the Judgment card, which is the three-headed dragon, and that's tension coming from all different directions, kind of pressure as well as deadlines. Even though it feels like there's a lot of pressure for you, I am going to tell you that you have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is short temper or having to do with attitude or not having an ability to like really monitor things and just feeling as if you're about to lose your grip, lose your shit. We do have the Two of Cups, which is balance. So that's interesting. So even though you're feeling a little short-tempered, you're finding that stride and finding that balance, okay? Six of Coins, working entirely too hard for your money or feeling as if there's more work than you thought there was as of this week compared to last. I do want to share with you though, you have deadlines, you have pressure, you have a little bit of stress going on, but it's going to be eustress, not distress, because I do feel like there's a lot of positive movement happening for you right now. I do see a job offer or collaboration that's going on for you because the Two of Coins tells me that there's money in play and also the Six of Wands. So when you have the Six of Wands, usually that means a surplus of money. That could mean a gift or a tax return, selling something, or feeling as if there's more to it than just getting your regular paycheck, okay? I am seeing the Knight of Coins. The Empress is in play, which tells me that you're very protective of your energy, you're protective of your money, you're protective of your relationships. And that's a little gathering energy where you're bringing your attention in to what's around you and where your home and your home base is. So the Empress is like a motherly energy, unlike the Emperor, which is a go-get. So this is the Empress right here. I would caution you, Libra, to pay attention to your, be careful with your attitude, because we have the Page of Swords. That's my road rage and PMS card. That's the one where you may not be acting out on it, but it definitely means that you're feeling like a little bit agitated. We do have the Three of Swords, which is Mercury retrograde, which is all about miscommunication and electronics. So it's a little bit of information for you to remember that you should be cautious with miscommunication or expect a miscommunication and expect things to land wrong and just to be extra careful and take extra time. Matter of fact, I was supposed to leave for Chicago a couple hours ago and it's midnight. So delays, all right? So I figured I'd get on here and do some videos with you guys, get a little message in before I'm on the road and not able to meet up with you guys. So it's just that awareness of having a backup plan, making sure that you communicate twice if you have to. If something's landing wrong, maybe pay attention to like, hey, did you hear me right? I'm like, let me make sure I said that right or whatever. If you have to completely repeat yourself or be clear or ask people to repeat what they say, by all means, like do that. We also see the Four of Swords, which is totally, that's the deadline. What I was talking about is he's got a needle on his nose. So when he's got this pressure, it just feels like the weight of the world is on you in making your decisions. So, I mean, and that's how we're all feeling. It's not just specific to Libra. It definitely has to do with being, you know, out there with all the things that are happening. We're all definitely feeling a little bit on edge. But you have a lot of good cards. You have Two of Cups, which is balance. You have the Six of Wands, which is a surplus of money. You have the Nine of Cups. Usually that means a celebration or a vacation of some kind. But with the Two of Coins and the Knight of Coins, well, and in addition to that, the Six of Coins, there's a lot going on with you and your money. You're digging up different projects and doing different things in order to bring in your money or get back on your grind. So let's pull a couple cards. That's for those of you that are a Libra sun. Let's pull some cards for you. If you guys don't understand astrology, it's fine. You can still listen to Libra's energy on the moon. But this is how you're thinking and feeling, how you're acting for those of you that are Libra moon. This is how you're processing your emotions and think and communicate. So let's see what Libra has to say. So remember I said something about balance, okay? I have the Temperance card, which is about balance instead of the Two of Cups. Four of Wands, you're really looking to where your commitments lie and who is committed and who's not. I see Six of Wands again, which is victory. Remember we talked about that in the other reading. So you have a couple consistencies. You almost always get a card that's identical within each deck. So the Dragon Tarot showed us the Six of Wands and the Balance card, and we have the major for that in this reading. So really what Libra is looking for is to strike some balance. You have the Knight of Swords here too, which references having a smart mouth. Like, it's going to be hard for you not to let those little snarky remarks fly right now. Give yourself a little grace if you do. I mean, it is what it is. We're all human. But I'm also seeing that you're really reevaluating all of your relationships right now. We do have the Death card. One of my favorite cards in the deck has to do with change. This is a baptism. For some of us, it's the change we needed. And for some of us, a change we weren't expecting. And for some of us, it's like a baptism and a renewal, right? So the Death card usually influences us when there's big shifts that are happening. And usually it's like a remarkable change in something striking and it'll change your life. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad. It just means a stark change. We do have the Nine of Wands, which is fatigue. So it tells me that Libra is hitting their limit. And that might be why Libra is a little bit agitated right now and feeling as if they're going to lose their temper, is because you're starting to lose your reserves. We do have the Seven of Cups, which tells me, again, this is all about feeling overwhelmed. And when I'm talking about this, it just feels like these things are coming from you in all different directions. Recommendations for that is to check out, take some space for just you, hide out if you have to, shut off your phone, tell people no. I'm also seeing that you're very, very concerned about your legacy, which is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles means you want to straighten out your legacy, make sure your money is good, make sure your relationships are good. You also have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. So it's all about making decisions with your money and your priorities with that. You have the Magician, which is in play right now, which tells me, well, I think the Magician's the Mercury card too. Don't quote me on that. But that has to do with communication. And it's go time for Libra. So if there's some projects that you feel like you need to take some leadership on, that's an indicator that you probably have the skill set to do it and it's time for you to speak up on it. I will tell you this, the Two of Pentacles is also, Jameson is snoring. So embarrassing. Oh man. Jeez. Two of Pentacles, which is that collaboration that I was talking about. But here's the thing, Libra's not quite sure which direction they want to go. We don't trust the information that we're getting. And here's what's true. Everything is shifting so much that we're not sure that people have the information enough to be making these educated decisions, especially when it has in reference to our behavior, our money, our life. So the Two of Pentacles is you hesitating to pull the trigger on making decisions, which is perfectly okay. So let's pull a card for you from Divination of the Ancients. Book your one-on-one, karmaondeck.com. For those of you on the other social media platforms, please come to YouTube and hang out with me there. Like, subscribe, and share. You'll have a picture-in-picture so you can see the dynamic of the cards in relationship to one another instead of me just pulling them up for you. So hang out with me on there. For those of you on YouTube, let me know how you feel your reading went. Tell me where you are in the world. And let's pull this card from Divination of the Ancients. Wheel of Fortune, Fate. So that's a really interesting card for us to be pulling, because when you talk about fate, usually we feel as if that's a destiny kind of aspect, or destiny kind of, you know, speaking to things that are meant to happen. But truly, the Fate card references us being in a season of change and being in a season of renewal. And that's a perfect depiction of what the Death card is, which is change and renewal. I mean, everybody wants a new baby, but nobody wants to be pregnant, right? So let's look and see what it says in Wheel of Fortune in the book, see if there's anything I'm missing. So it says the Wheel of Fortune can raise you high or bring you low. You may feel like the luckiest person alive when all is going your way, but when a blow strikes, it can feel like the end of the world, doesn't it, though, guys? Now, La Roue de Fortune asks you to be completely indifferent to both victory and defeat, a non-attachment energy we were talking about. If you live by this rule of acceptance, so accepting what is, and you will master the teachings of fate, who can be both an unjust and cruel goddess as well as a fair and generous one. Get your reactions in check and realize that the wheel has spun you into lessons designed for your learning, understanding, and spiritual growth. When you envy someone else who rides high, know everything can change in the spin of a wheel that propels you into the same dizzying height. So just remember, change isn't bad. Change isn't good. Change is just change. So roll with it, ride with it, take a deep breath, be kind to yourself and others. Your incantation for the week is the wheel hath turned, my fate is sealed. It's plain to see, or 'tis concealed. I must embrace the lessons won. My fortune's bright, my fear undone. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. Catch you on the flip side. I am going to come right back on here after this and do Scorpio. So for those of you on Facebook, if you want to hang out, come on YouTube or just hang out here with me, and I'll be back doing Scorpio. Love and light, guys. Hold the line. Love you much.